Cooperative games are probably my favorite games, but for them to work, as far as I'm concerned, they need to have the theme and the game really well mixed together. And I'm getting the feeling that CHAINsomnia is exactly what it's going to try to do. This is a game I managed to get my hands on at Spiel 2023. Yes, it's been published for a little while, but I don't know what's inside. So I am going to take a look and find out if the money that you have to pay to get your hands on it is actually worth it. So play wheel. CHAINsomnia is a game for 1 to 4 players, a cooperative game that was published in 2018 and then republished by Japanime Games. This plays in about 40 to 60 minutes according to the BGG and the box for ages 14 and up. I interviewed Japanime about this game at Spiel, but I have to confess, I can't remember very well. I haven't watched the interview recently, so I can't remember very well what this is all about. I only remember that these characters, that the stars of the game, are trapped in the castle of a demon and they need to get out. So let me talk about the cover first. I do like how cute the whole thing looks and how it tells a story about being kind of slept and trapped in this ominous castle with barely any light, which is like, yeah, pretty disturbing. The back of the box has been well used with a description, you know, they show you what the components are, they show you the components themselves, and they give you a tiny little bit of story or history about the game. You know, the children kind of aroused from this slumber, for a demon has snatched their souls away to its castle, reveling in their fear as they try desperately to escape, blah, blah, blah. So, so far, I mean, it does look very, very good. To be perfectly honest, though, considering how well I know Japanime, I love doing that. I wouldn't expect anything else from them. So, let's get this. It's very tight. Open. Oh, okay, this I couldn't see with the plastic on, but you can see from the lights, if I turn the box that way, you can probably see how they add this little layer of plastic to the whole thing. So it gives it that bit of shine, which looks really cool. It's an effect I really like seeing. The box is all right. I mean, it's not the strongest, but it's the standard cardboard box, so nothing to complain about here. And of course, the first thing we do is the rule book, which we're going to take a look immediately. The paper is actually very thick. I like it. I like it a lot. And they go straight into the game setup. Oh no, that's not true. They go into the table of contents. The pages have got stuck into the table of contents, the story, the game overview, and then we go into the setup, which looks fairly simple to me. Then we get the beginner, the normal mode. That's nice having a beginner mode. Character boards. This looks very clean. It looks very well explained. Not too many words. So this actually feels very good. I like it. Then we get these characters. And these are really nice. I love the illustrations. They're identical both sides, but they look super cute and very disturbing because of these chains and that sleepy face to them. It's quite something. We get a number of tokens, chain tokens, with the start player. And they come out very easily, which is quite nice. And the printing is not bad, not just in terms of quality. They've come out just a tiny little bit. I don't know if you will be able to appreciate this on camera, but can you see how this square is not precisely in the center? It's like less than a millimeter, which is very much within desired parameters. If it gone out of this token, then that's it. But can you see how it is not perfectly symmetrical, those edges? That's because the plate has moved a little bit, which is, again, in the printing process is quite a normal thing to happen, so no complaints from me there. Open this envelope when you win the game. I haven't won the game. I shan't be opening it. We get a couple of baggies. We get some cards and some boards, all in the same place. So let's go summary cards, okay, so these are summary cards for the players. The thickness is not too bad. It's pretty standard card thickness, but it's very slippery, so one to be careful with. Then we get the characters on purple board. We get one. We get Charlotte, Isaac, Timmy, Chloe, Ryan, and Vane, or Vane. Very, I do like how the taxonomy of this thing, the anatomy is very good, because this is all very clear. The strength of wisdom and luck is also very clear, what the skills are, and then what the action points are going to be. And each one is different. So that's good. Of course, I will not be opening this for obvious reasons. We get a deck of cards, which, let's see where it is, the opening thing. Again, the cards are normal, nothing too magnificent about them, and we have two different decks, events and items. The illustrations are very simple, but the style is very consistent, which is good. And it's actually quite scary. Very scary in places. Okay, and then we have the items, which again, they have very simple illustrations. Which are quite nice. We get a number of tiles now, which I presume are going to be the locations. So we get the rooms. Boom, 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 boom. And we get a ton of them. And you know, I like that these, they are rigid. They could just be, you know, square cardboard. They are not. And they look very cool. Simple enough, but detailed enough that you know exactly what you can see, what it is, where you are, and there are loads of them. And we have some stands and 3 wooden dice, which also come in a very slippery bag. Okay. Okay, oh, these are very light. They roll okay, I suppose. They are very light, and the numbers, you know, the dots have been kind of embossed, which is good, and then painted. So they should last you a fair amount of time, and they don't feel bad at all, and a very sexy insert. Okay, well, overall, I think this game is going to deliver on what it promises. The only question I have is, once you assemble the characters, where do you put them? And where do you put all the tokens? Because with the dice and this and the wooden tokens, it's going to be very difficult to fit everything everywhere. Also, I'm not liking this in the insert. Considering how much depth this box has an awful lot of it. I'm surprised and quite frankly a little bit disappointed that they didn't make this recess a lot deeper, so everything could go inside, and even have a deeper even recess where the dice could go inside. So a little bit of insert design going there, and of course you will not have space to have these characters either, so maybe you need to lift the insert and put them all underneath, or get rid of the insert if you wish. That I don't go there. And that's it. This is CHAINsomnia. This is a game that currently is on the Board Game Geek at a 6.9, which is not bad actually, and people generally are being quite complimentary. We have 20 comments. I've seen a few of them, and Larry O'Turnbull says easy to play cooperative game. That's good to know. Balen Farm gives it a 4. Wow, they are upset with the game. And what they're saying is this game needs 4 characters, or a 2-player game requires 2 characters each. I get the feeling that they played 2 characters in a 2-player game, and that didn't work out very well. There is an 8 from France, which I am not going to read because French is not my strong point. With acrylic standard and wood stud, that's an awful lot of no points whatsoever. Why do you do that? Sky Maurice says it's a very cute co-op exploring game with a room exploring concept that's essentially a little version of Betrayal at the House on the Hill. That is not a bad thing. Betrayal at the House of the Hill is great. Without the betrayal part of the game. Oh, okay. The art and story concept is fun, but it's a bit too simple and easy. Well, compared with the other one that says that it becomes too complicated, I wonder what the difference was, and that makes me curious to play this game. If you've already played this, I look forward to hearing what you have to say, and I will take a look at this as soon as I possibly can, but I will do welcome your opinion and your input. Until the next time though, thank you so much for being there, and I will talk to you very, very soon. So play well.